Hello guys, so in today's video I'm going to show you how to build a fully functional hamburger menu using React. So this website that you guys can see on the screen, I will be building the rest of this in future videos, showing how I did this and everything else. But for today I'd like to focus on just this hamburger menu feature. Because it's something you can easily reuse in your own projects. I think it would be nice to have like just one video about it. You can see here in our navbar on the left here, I have the JSX code of my navbar component, um, which is basically just like the logo, the search bar, our few icons here, including our hamburger menu. Our hamburger menu is basically just like a div tag with some spans that I just applied some CSS styles just to make them like these blank lines over here. But right now it doesn't do anything, right? If I click it, it doesn't change anything on the screen. And I'd like to show you guys how we can do that. So first of all, just want to show you guys what I would like to achieve at the end of this video. So we have our Figma design over here. Um, this design was not done by myself, but first from somebody that I know, and I'm just implementing their Figma design in a website, a functioning website. Uh, you can see here, this is the page that we want to show after we click on the hamburger menu, the menu that we want to show. It has like about us, our product section, orders, and then we have to be able to click on it to redirect us. So the browser can redirect us to all of these other pages. We also have an X letter here that it works as a button, just like a close button. You also want to do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to initialize some state variables on React. Uh, because we will have to conditionally to use React for that. We have to use conditionally render our components that we want to show here, based on user actions, events, right? Like if they click here, we want to show a component. And the way we want to do that, I will first declare here, initialize a variable that I will call menu open. It's a React state variable. So we also have to provide like here the set menu open that is going to be like a function that can change the state. And we're going to initialize it to false. So think of it as a Boolean variable that we're just like initializing as false. I think it's a simple way to think about it. And then we have a function which is we can call toggle menu. And this function is going to change the menu open state. Every time it is called, I want it to change it to its opposite state. So every time, if we call it one time, it will change the state from false to true. If I call it again, it will change back to false, and it keeps going like this. Here we have our close menu because I also want a function that will close our hamburger every time we call it. It's for the close button that we want to implement later on. So I know that I'm doing it here. And since we have this functionality, now we just have to apply on our JSX syntax. So here we can insert an on-click event handler, toggle menu. So every time we click hamburger menu, we're going to be changing this variable back and forth to true and false. And I also have to put here what I wanted to show every time we click it, right? Here, if I click it, it will just change this variable, but it's not really changing anything in the website. I can even show you guys here. Let's do it. So let's put it curly brackets. Can do like a console log. Menu open. Every time it's clicked. Let's open our console. See, every time we click, um, it changes our menu open variable to true and false or false. But right now, that's all that it's doing, right? It's not changing anything on the website. Let's get back to the old syntax. I don't want to leave this console log here. Just wanted to show you guys. Okay, so let's create our menu, how we want it to look like. I already showed you the design. And for that, I'll just be quick here. I'll put my div, everything, all the components that I showed in the Figma design inside the div element. You can see there is a close menu and about us, our products. I put them all in A tags as I explained later what I wanted to do. Okay, I just updated and here you go. We have them over here, but of course we don't want it to be on our website every time. We want them to be on our website only when our variable, our state variable, menu open, is true. So how can we do that? Well, we could do an if statement here, but that would be a lot of typing. So there is a more concise way to do that. So first of all, every time we have to put some JavaScript code inside our JSX, we have to put a curly bracket. And then we can say, okay, menu open and then this element. Basically, what this operator does is it if menu open is true, it will render this JSX element. Else, it doesn't do anything. So it's just like a more concise way to write like an if statement if we use this operator. And this is called like conditional rendering. So let's see now if that's gonna work. Updating the page here. See. Okay. So now when we click it, it shows up, but somehow, let me reload this page just 1 second. Okay, so the page by default doesn't show anything, and only when we click the hamburger menu, it will show our components. That's great, that's what we want, right? But we still have to apply some styles for it. Let's do it. Okay, so it's on under my styles page. All the CSS of my navbar is over here, and we can quickly do that either here. I'll add here the styles. Okay. So you can see here, I wanted the position to be fixed. I wanted to cover my entire screen. I want this background color based on like the Figma design that I showed for you. My font styles, this is like based on your preference, whatever you want to do, like just a style based on your preference. There's some styles for my close menu as well. So let's see how it's gonna be. Wow, here we go. This is our, let's see how it looks like for mobile. Great. Let's take a look for desktop. Hmm, I'm okay with that. Still, for desktop, I think we don't have to like cover the entire screen with that. That would not be nice. So we can add more styles to it. One way we can do it, I have an idea here. We can come back to our navbar component and I can add just like an overlay for desktop. So my idea is I want it to cover just like part of the page with these buttons here, with the menu. And the rest of the page, I want it to be like a dark overlay on it. So it's not something that will call the user's attention. I'll add it here, this menu overlay class, just for my style, my desktop style. And it also be the styles will apply only when menu open is true, right? There is also conditional rendering for it. Okay, and here we go. Let's add the styles for it. Okay, and I want it to be only for like widths that are longer than like 1200. I don't want it to cover the entire screen, so I think like 20 um, VH would do good. Let's see, in a max width of 300. Let's see how it works now. Look at this. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Yeah, for desktop. Let me just double check here. Maybe I could apply this. No, I think I can. For iPads are still okay to show the entire screen. That doesn't bother me. Okay, and that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed and you guys can apply this feature now to your projects. I had so much fun recording this and doing this. I'll finish this web page with all the other pages soon, and hopefully there will be a video in the future for you guys just to see how I develop it entirely. Okay, thank you for watching.